Work smarter, not harder. Your goal here? Batch create content for a week or a month ahead so you stay consistent without the daily stress. This is part 2 of lesson 20. If you haven't checked out part 1, click over to our course page and watch that first. Batching your content isn't just a time saver, it's a sanity saver. Daily content creation is exhausting and unsustainable for most entrepreneurs. Batching gives you back your creative energy and mental space by reducing decision fatigue and eliminating the daily scramble of what do I post today? It allows you to create with intention. Let's look at batch preparing content. This is how to create your content system. Our goal here is to set up systems to make content creation repeatable and manageable. So identify the types of content you need each week. That's the first step. You might need 3 posts and 1 reel. Schedule a day to capture and then another day to edit and write captions. First of all, you will have planned your content. Review each post in your content calendar and make sure you have a clear idea of what needs to be captured. Before you batch, know what you're creating. A really great tip is to keep your goals in mind. What actions do you want your audience to take this week when they see your content? Script and outline. Outline or lightly script what each piece of content is about. Usually for me, this is just a notepad with a couple of notes, bullet point lists. For each post, jot down your key message, your call to action, CTA, and the format, so video, photo, carousel, reel. Keep it flexible because you don't need a full script for everything, but a quick idea sketch will save you time later. Often, when I'm batch creating, I'll write myself a content capture cheat sheet so I can check off each scene and clip as I go, preventing me from forgetting anything. Now you have everything ready to capture and a list to check off. Set aside a few hours for content creation. For a month of content, say 12 posts, it's reasonable to schedule 3 to 4 hours. This is your production day. So prep your space, your lighting, your props, your background, your outfit, and then batch shoot images and videos, getting multiple angles, looks, or variation. Don't forget to film B-roll, so that's transitions and filler shots if you're doing video. And then don't forget clean up and reset between shoots if needed. A great tip here, capture more than you think you need. Extra content equals future flexibility. And then edit and organize on your editing day. This is your post-production session. So first you'll organize files, your photos, videos, clips, B-roll. Then you'll edit those visuals into usable formats. You might resize, trim, brighten. Choose 5 to 10 reusable graphics or templates you can rotate. Make sure you save those. Then rename files clearly. Store them in folders labeled by date, platform, or theme. Then move on to captions and hashtags. Write all your captions for the batch. Add researched hashtags and CTA links. Save everything in a doc or a planner by post title. I personally like to save all of these in a Word document organized by date. Then organize your assets for ongoing use. Create and maintain a content library. Create folders for photos, videos, templates, B-roll, and evergreen content. Create documents for caption banks, tag lists, and copy-paste hashtags. Create a ready-to-post folder for everything you've built this month so it's easy to find. And also create a published folder to archived used content for reference or even reuse. The more organized your system, the faster your future batching sessions are going to be, and the easier it is to find content. Batching is how you stay consistent without the burnout. It's not about being perfect, it's about being prepared. Here's a life hack, evergreen content. It's your best friend. Not every post needs to be brand new. Some of the most effective content can and should be recycled. Things like educational tips, FAQs, testimonials, brand origin stories, and behind-the-scenes moment, they're all timeless pieces that reinforce your message and build trust over time. You can repurpose them across platforms or reformat them entirely. Turn a carousel into a reel, a caption into an email, or a testimonial into a story post. Or capture something and keep it for later. Sometimes we'll film a person answering one question several different ways, and then we'll use those different answers for different posts across several weeks. Efficient. So finally, we have to execute. This is daily flow made easy. Our goal is to implement your strategy without that last-minute panic. You've done the planning and the batching, so now it's time to make it all flow. Create a simple daily check-in system where you post or confirm a scheduled post went live, respond to comments, and do a few minutes of genuine engagement. Decide when to automate versus manually post. Automation is efficient, but sometimes a live post adds authenticity and immediacy. So keep your eye on metrics that actually matter, like saves, shares, clicks, and conversions, and don't get caught up on chasing vanity numbers. Most importantly, keep the spark alive by rotating content types, experimenting with formats, sharing to your story, and staying curious about what works. Execution gets easier when you've built a system. Now all you have to do is show up. So in our resources and activities for this module, we have the blog How to Batch Content in 1 hour a week. In our vault, we have an editable content calendar. We have content pillar ideas sheet and a content prompt inspo sheet. For our real world activities, I want you to build your content calendar. To apply this week, build and complete 1 week of scheduled content and then reflect, how did it feel and how much easier did it make your life? Today's FirePoint challenge includes the usual. You'll watch through the module, answer the questions at the end, and then I want you to post which content pillar are you most excited to start creating content for. Talk about it in a quick post. Use this post to generate excitement for an upcoming can't miss post you will create. Don't forget to tag Rose Ember Foundry and hashtag content planning so we can follow you and see the resulting post for ourselves. Planning ahead gives future you a gift. More time, less stress, and bigger results. Today we looked at the structure of a simple but powerful content calendar, how to stay accountable to yourself with planning and batch creating, and hopefully that content strategy can be simple, a great stress prevention tactic, and it can even be fun. This entire module is built on the foundation of strong, sustainable mindset principles. Long-term systems thinking helps you move beyond one-off posts to build repeatable, scalable content systems. Action-oriented thinking encourages you to batch and prep so you can show up with consistency, not stress. A customer-first perspective ensures that your content always speaks to what your audience needs and values because connection is the real goal. And with resilience and adaptability, you're empowered to pivot when life gets chaotic without losing momentum. When you build your content strategy with these mindsets in mind, you create a flow that supports both your business and your well-being. At the end of the day, organized content equals empowered presence. Social media might seem overwhelming, but with simple systems, it is more than possible to streamline your efforts and post easily. Trust me, I do this for dozens of clients at a time, and I have narrowed down these systems using exactly what we talked about today. I can't wait to hear about how this module helped you streamline your social content efforts. So please make sure you post and make sure you tag us so we can follow along and see.